We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Game 1 of this 4-game set straight ahead between the Kings and the Falcons. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Theo Rice, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Digging in now, number 58. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Number 58.
First delivery to him on the way. Start of a 4-game set as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Into the box now, Jalen Hurt, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 4 home runs, 27 driven in. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
In now, Fred Blair, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Ben Black gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Stepping up to the plate, Steve Rice. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting.
What a powerhouse season, in the top 10 in home runs and runs batted in. He's also one of the most feared hitters in all of baseball.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Good waist pitch. 1-2.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes. One away.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
At the plate now, Bart Flash. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 4 home runs and 19 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak. Maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Man, not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Stepping into the box, Jeffrey Bellamy, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
First things first, here's a throw over. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. First delivery to him on the way. Flash leads off first with 1 away. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Fastball well outside. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Now the 2-1. Runners on the move for second. In there. Now the throw. Not in time as he steals second. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And the payoff pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
At the plate, John O'Neill. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Comes set with the 0-1.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Strike three called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Stepping in now, Blake Hamby, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Black has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Down the first baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Into the box now, Danny West. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he misses with it, 1-1. Here it comes. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. The pitch. And he comes back with one down and in for ball three.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. On the ground to the left side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
That's a big knock right there for his confidence. He had seen it. You walk into the plate, you know your average would dip below 220 for the first time in a long time. Nice AB.
At the plate, Akinori Yamazaki, as the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. 289 is the average coming in. 9 homers and 34 driven in. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. A runner at first with no outs here. To 1-2 now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
To the plate now, Roberto Velez, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. This year against right-handed pitching, Velez carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. On the year, Velez has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. And there's a swing and a miss, 2-1 now.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
And there he goes towards second, and he fouls this one off. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Misses with that one for ball 4, so that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away. In now, Alvaro Lopez, and as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Ready. Here's the first offering. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2.¬ Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he got him.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
So now to the plate, Will Elmore, and it's grounded just foul down the line. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Oh, and 2. Here it is. And another foul ball. Here's the 0-2.
Man, that's a tough take given where we are this game, but he got away with it.
2 down, runners at first and second. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
This is swung on and missed as the 30th pitch of this inning finally does the trick. The side is retired. Digging in, Bruce Sanders. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday.
Bruce Sanders.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. One and two now. Ball 2.
2-2.
And this pitch is lined softly down the line and left. Foul. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball in that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
At the plate, Joel Sloan. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Another look to first, and the runner back safely. He's set, and the pitch. And this is low, ball 1. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
The 1-2.
Nope.
Nobody out, runner on first. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Digging in, Kevin Root. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. It's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First offering on its way.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1. Chop now to short. Can they get two? He's got it. To second for one. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Judd, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's set. Here it comes. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Ball two now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the right fielder. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Steve Rice. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
A runner on first with two away. Runners off for second. Pitch misses. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
The set and the 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike three called, and the inning is over. So they scratch across a run here on no hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Falcons lead this one 1-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Dominique Durazo, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Flash is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, number 15.
So striding in, number 58. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. One out, nobody on. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in two count, and the pitch. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. And there's out number 2.
The batter, the first baseman, Jalen.
Stepping in, Jalen Hurt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
In there, a base hit. So with that, the top of the 3rd inning will continue at least one more batter.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
Standing in now, Fred Blair. Pitch out, nothing doing. Two out with the man at first. Now a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Body bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Standing in, Danny West, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. West, a 27-year-old, is playing in right field today, although he can often be found in center. Ready with the 2-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Striding forward now is the DH, Akinori Yamazaki, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's the first pitch to him. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Comes set, the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds in the bin, and it's 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Ready with the 1-1. Swing and a line drive. Oh, what a stop. Hey now. Couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Standing in, Bart Flash. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
On a line, that's a base hit.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in his zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Plate now, Jeffrey Bellamy, as he'll take a look at ball one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Home. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, John O'Neill.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, John O'Neill. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
0-1's the count.
Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick.
Looked to me like they anticipated him trying to swipe that bag. I mean, the pitcher shortened his delivery to the plate, but it didn't make a difference in the slightest. He still swiped that bag.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. One out and a runner on second base. Into the corner and slicing foul. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And that misses, ball four. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Now batting, number 54.
Now at the plate, Blake Hamby. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they can certainly roll too.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now back, the third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Stepping up now, Bruce Sanders. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Strike one to start the at-bat.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Two men are on with 2 men out. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Hit sharply, but foul down the right side. The 2-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. New inning set to get underway, and stepping up is the shortstop, Roberto Velez. First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here comes the 0-1. One and two. Now here it comes. Hit hard towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
In now, Alvaro Lopez, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Set and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a throw over, and he's back standing. The 1-2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Has a look, now the pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Into the box, Will Elmore, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Elmore is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. Line drive to center field. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out.
The batter, number 40, second baseman, Dominic.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here, and I don't know if maybe there's something wrong with him physically, but it seems a very quick hook as he's gone after not allowing a single run. Sam Moses takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. Dominique Durazo will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. From the stretch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Pitch inside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now in the box, Joel Sloan. He drew a walk his first time up.
The center fielder.
Here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
And we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 1-0 home. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Stepping in now, Kevin Root. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air out towards shallow right. West in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now batting, number 22.
Striding in, Judd, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Here's the center fielder. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Leading off the inning, Dominique Durazo, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here comes the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. This one's down to third, right to him. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now back, number 58.
Digging in once again, number 58. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch on its way. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a 1-out single.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit and get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found the hole right there into the outfield.
Ready for another shot now. Jalen Hurt. He singled his last time up. Set and the pitch.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. There's strike 2 as the hanging slider was let go. Commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Full count. Here it comes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Sloan is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, third baseman, Blair.
So digging in now, Fred Blair. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. The 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. This is skied out toward right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Set now for the bottom of the fifth, and digging in is the veteran DH, Steve Rice.
Right.
Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the third time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
So now to the plate, Bart Flash. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
At the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. The 1-0.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Payoff pitch one more time. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. Scooped up, throw in time, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. 5 innings complete. The Falcons are out in front 1-0. Leading off the inning, Danny West, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Danny West.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Pitch on the way. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Akinori Yamazaki. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Roberto Velez.
Now at the plate, Roberto Velez. Here's the first pitch to him. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
I'm sure the boys are going to blow him up in the clubhouse for that ugly swing right here. But he has a chance to regroup. Take a deep breath, take a step out of the box, and know you got a few to play with.
And it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here's the pitch. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. O'Neill gathers, and the throw to first ends the inning. Vic Fulton enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, John O'Neill. First offering on its way. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. O'Neill a native Texan. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
3-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Digging in, Blake Hamby. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away. Nobody out, runner on first. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. From the stretch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Runners on the move for second. Liner toward right center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
The third baseman, Bruce.
Now that is an impressive vertical on this guy. As we take a look at it on replay, we can see just how high he had to get up to make that catch. That play might earn him a steak dinner from the pitcher.
At the plate, Bruce Sanders. Set. Here it comes. On he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Durazo backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The center fielder, number 5, Joel.
Ready for another chance, Joel Sloan. First delivery to him on the way.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Runner on first with 2 away. Helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind a ball and 2 strikes.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
The 1-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched. 2 out with a man at first. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Clay Williams comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
The catcher, Alvaro Lopez.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Alvaro Lopez stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. And the off-speed pitch is taken here. A ball and a strike. Slider, and that thing comes in at 89 on the radar gun. A ball and 2 strikes now. Got him, and that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Standing in now, Will Elmore, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Reined in. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 40, second baseman, Dominic.
Striding into the box, Dominique Durazo. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
0-1, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed. A good off-speed pitch.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Smoke toward third. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired.
Please join for the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Kevin Root. First offering on its way. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 22.
Into the box. Judd will swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful from the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. One out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Hit softly down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you can see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Into the box now, Steve Rice, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees. 1-1.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Billy Gant has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Billy Gant.
Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, number 58. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
The 1-1 home. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line, and they can't run it down. Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. Brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this month.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. To the plate now, Jalen Hurt, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. It swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll get back in safely. A runner at first with no outs here. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Into the box, Fred Blair. Pitch is high. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Now running at second base, number 16, Rory Gardner.
Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. And he lays off again, ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Fouled off. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Danny West. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Outside, 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
All even now, 2-2. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Cedric Morrow is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. So coming to the plate, Akinori Yamazaki. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch on its way. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. First and second now, 1 man out. The 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1 and 2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
set, and the 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. Ready once again, Roberto Velez. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, at the ball.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
1-0. Here it is. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. One and 2. Here it is. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for an exciting finish. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. All tied at 1-1. Maurice Carter stays in the ball game in the 9-hole and takes over out in center field. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Bart Flash. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded back up the middle. Quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Ready now, Jeffrey Bellamy. Here comes the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Now the pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
In now, John O'Neill. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. A couple of walks for him thus far. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
2 out, nobody on. Too far out in front that time. You can't keep it fair. 2-1. The 2-1. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Blake Hamby would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Into the windup. The payoff pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to left. And it's now a one-run ball game.
That's a big-time bomb right there. It's about time now for the closer to get ready and slam the door on this one.
At the plate, Blake Hamby. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Misses, ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now the 2-0 home. Outside, 3-0 now. Bruce Sanders would be next. Here it is on 3-0.
I'm absolutely shocked he took that pitch right there. Right in the wheelhouse, low 90s heater. That's one you gotta let go on.
Here's the 3-1. And this one will be out of play off to the left. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on the solo home run as that'll give them the lead. We've played 8 full. The Falcons are out on top 2-1. Brent Means comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Forward now, Alvaro Lopez. His 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are in that, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
From the stretch.
Ball 1, no strike.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Looked like that one tied him up a bit, a swing and a miss. Maybe too much break on the slider, 2-1. Pitch on the way. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Line hard to center field. Sloan is right there, 1 down.
The ball boy talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Now at the plate, Will Elmore. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike 1.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. Means a 32-year-old veteran has been enjoying a great season, and the fans have noticed he's currently leading all American League closers in All-Star votes.
Hey, hats off to this guy right now. It wouldn't have been my first guess if I was thinking about who was leading at this position. But you know what? He's played very well this year, and the fans certainly have taken notice.
So stepping in, Dominique Durazo. He's set, and the pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Here's a pop-up now. And he'll make the catch to end it as the Falcons have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the eighth proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the ninth to close the book on this one.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Sandlot, with their 50th team win, tops in the division. Cedric Morrow earns his third win of the year in relief. Brent Means records the save, his 18th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field. And